I'd invite Dave's children forward.
Good morning. Sorry, I'm bad at public speaking. Thank you to all who have traveled far distances and those in the community who have come together to remember our dad. David John Meyer was an amazing father to me and my three siblings, a devoted grandfather and a loving husband to our mom for the past 32 years. And losing him has been incredibly hard on everyone in our family and those in this room. My dad wasn't just physically present in our lives. He showed us his love throughout all the thoughtful gestures that made each moment feel special. One of my favorite memories of my dad happened after I was hit by a car. I had just gotten out of the X-ray room, and honestly, I was feeling pretty rough, physically and emotionally. My dad asked me what he could do to make me feel better, and I told him I really wanted a specific type of ice cream. Most people would have said, let's just grab whatever's close, but not my dad. He drove me around, not to one, not to two, but 3 different ice cream places, trying to find exactly what I wanted. We finally ended up at Steak and Shake, hoping they'd have it. They didn't. But instead of giving up, Dad got creative. He bought a chocolate shake and a banana shake and mixed them right there in the car. He handed it to me like it was a 5-star dessert, smiling like he solved the world's biggest problem. It was the best ice cream I ever had. Not because of how it tasted, but because of what it meant. It meant he loved me enough to go out of his way without complaining, just to bring me a little bit of happiness when I needed it most. That's the kind of man my dad was. Patient, selfless, loving in all the small ways, loving in the small, everyday ways that meant everything. I'll always remember that day and the love behind that banana chocolate shake for the rest of my life. That same quiet, unwavering love showed up in so many other ways too, especially when it came to my sister Alyssa.
Also, apologies, I hate public speaking. If you ever wanted to understand the kind of father mine was, you just had to come to one of my skating competitions. It didn't matter if he was working at the firehouse or if he just finished a long shift, he was there every single time. Without a fail, he'd show up with flowers in one hand and a Starbucks strawberry refresher in the other just for me. It became our little tradition. He knew I got nervous before skating, so he would hide somewhere in the stadium, just out of sight. He didn't want to distract me, he just wanted to be there, quietly supporting me in the background. I learned later that the whole time I was out on the ice, he'd be pacing back and forth, heart racing, worrying for me, cheering me on in his own quiet way, until I landed the last jump or finished the last spin. It's hard to put into words what kind of love it feels like. It's steady. Hello. It's steady, it's patient, it's unconditional. As most of you know, my dad always loved to have a good time, to laugh by either pulling pranks or just telling some of the jokes. I'm sure many of you here have fallen victim to one of those pranks. We all have loved.
The Schwalg's printer ran out of ink, guys, so we're struggling over here.
When I was in 6th grade, I had fallen down our friend's concrete stairs and ended up getting really hurt. My mom, having witnessed the fall, called my dad at the time. And they were all and they told him they were calling an ambulance, to which he responded, "Does she really need one?" My mom said, "Yes, she does." My dad somehow made it happen and left the firehouse to meet us at the hospital. That night, when we were home, he removed my mattress from my bed and put it on the floor and slept next to me. He had to wake me up every 2 hours to make sure I was okay, which was something I did not enjoy. Once I was semi-healed, he took us back to our friend's house when they were not home and made me lay upside down on the steps. He needed to outline my body with white chalk and put caution tape and cones around it to make it look like a crime scene. Yeah. Our dad loved us deeply while also making sure that we had a good time and always found a way to make us laugh, even when it was sometimes at our own expense.
Hi, everyone. No, I'm Dave's son, and if you can't tell, I definitely look like him. I've heard that from more than most of my life, that I look like my father. Hearing it the past couple days, it really means a lot, because I was definitely my father's son. I was stubborn, hard-headed, definitely a pain in the ass. He always had that great sense of all hear about. And it definitely started on day one. If you didn't know, my name's Michael. He wanted to name me Harley because his name was David. And he'd say, "Hey, there's Harley, David's son." So he never wanted to let me live that one down, so instead he named me Michael, and now I'm named Michael Meyer, so go figure. But the one thing I can say about my dad, stand up here and I look out, is I see different parts of my life from all different areas, whether it's the fire department, friends from school, his friends from school that are family members. He made connections that are going to last us. He made friends with everybody. Everybody was family. And I can't thank him for how to live our lives, how to just be there for you. I'm gonna miss him very much. No one like my dad. I love you, Dad. I miss you. We're all gonna miss you because nobody can be you.